Hey, Ty, congrats on the win. If there were negatives for you to take from this game, is it solely just the turnovers and stuff like that?
Yeah. I think just the careless turnovers. Like, we're doing it too much. And I understand we're trying to make the advance pass and trying to attack early, but I mean, every game we have 4 or 5 turnovers trying to make the advance pass. So we just got to be smarter with that and just take care of the basketball, make the safe pass. A couple times trying to make the home run play instead of making a simple pass. Because when we do that, when we get shots, we know we can score. So taking care of the basketball, we got to do a better job.
Defensively tonight, when you kept them in the half court, you guys were very good. Is that something you can just continue to build off as the season goes along?
For sure. We talked about at halftime. We take care of the basketball. It was tougher for them to score in the half court against us, So having, probably 13, 14 live ball turnovers where they got in transition, got easy layups or dunks, you can't defend those. So, we get them in the half court. We take care of the basketball, get good shots, good floor balance. Our defense is really good.
I just wanted to confirm, first of all, that Nico only played 14 minutes tonight. Is he good?
Yeah, he's good.
Okay.
He had dealing with some Achilles soreness, so we just want to be smart about it. And
okay.
Let's just see if he can start both halves for us and get the young guys in there.
Well, speaking of the young guys, Brandon really, used his minutes well. Let's say that he put up some shots, put up some points for you guys. Just what did you make of his play on both ends, really?
I thought defensively he competed. Still, have to learn the foundation, but he competed. That's what he does. He plays hard. And then offensively, just taking the shots. He's not scared of the moment. He's happy to get in there, so he's not one of those guys that's going to ease into the game. He's ready to go right away. That's good to see from a young player. And like I said, I thought Amir was great too, defensively. Had a couple blocks, some great rear view contests, made a big 3 for us when they kind of had a run going. So, like I said, those 2 young guys did a good job, and our bench was, was pretty good for us as well.
Brandon mentioned that he didn't really know that he was checking in until you called him up. I don't know if that's true, but what does it say about him being able to stay ready like that on a moment's notice?
Yeah, I mean, he should have known we were going to play. We monitor a lot of guys, and we told him, but I'm not sure if he thought he was going in, when he was going in, or whatever. But like I said, he was ready. He was ready to play, and it was just good to see him get out there and, like I said, get his feet wet.
Hey, Ty, when it comes to Amir, he spent most of the summer playing a lot of the 4, and it seems like he's been doing that a lot. He had to do that a lot tonight with Nico kind of having his minutes managed. What was the decision before the offseason to kind of have him, get ready to play up a position compared to what he's been playing?
Yeah, I think for him and Terrence, just understanding that they might play the 2, 3, 4, sometimes the 1. So they have to know every position, and they've done a good job of just the last couple of years of just playing different spots, making sure they're learning those positions. And him and T-Man have the 4 down really good. So I feel real comfortable getting him out there. And like I said, he came in and did a great job.
Hey, Ty, Reggie was able to get himself going after halftime. Did you guys talk to him at half, or just kind of let him be Reggie? And also, you guys really need him to score, right? And
let him be Reggie. Like I said, he was huge for us in that second half, taking over down the stretch, especially when PG went to the bench, I think with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, to really take over late in that third quarter and to start the fourth as well. So we needed every bit of it. And like I said, he was huge for us.
Hey, Tad, a couple questions about PG. What's the balance like as a coach? I'm sure every coach has gone through this where the guy who has the ball in his hands a lot, you want to be aggressive, but you also want him to cut down his turnovers. What's that balance like with PG to not kind of have him play any less aggressive than he is?
It's kind of like the same start we had last year. We're putting the ball in his hands in different spots, different positions. Tonight we got back to running our high pick and roll with him, the high step ups. He was able to get downhill and get to the basket and attack. And we haven't really done it a lot this year. We did it last year when we put the ball in his hands and let him make the play. This year we've been trying to have more ISO oriented when he has the ball, so we don't have to waste so much energy, trying to get downhill. But tonight we got back to it. Him and Zoo last year had the number 2 duo in pick and roll behind Dame Lillard and Nurkic last year. So we wanted to get him back in those high step ups, and he really was able to do that. And then, just sometimes, just trying to squeeze in between a couple people here and there. And, he turns the ball over a little bit, but, just continue to keep working on it like we did last year. And by the end of the season, he was great.
Free throw attempts. I know he's talked about getting whistles a lot this year, even last year. Is that a change in just him getting the whistles, or are you seeing his aggressiveness toward the rim?
Yeah, just
change?
go through it. Just go through the contact and you'll get the call. I think the officials like this year, they just said they're not gonna, you can't try to draw the foul, so you just got to go through them and make, you got to try to make the basket. That's the most important thing. And, and that's what he did the last couple of games, is just going through the guys, trying to get to the basket and finish. And then he was getting fouled.
We'll take one from Zoom from Joey.
Hey, Coach. Luke didn't shoot the ball a ton tonight, but he was a plus 31. He's currently got the second highest plus minus in basketball behind only Steph. Is there something you attribute that to?
Not quite sure. I didn't know that. But I know when he comes in the game, him along with that second unit, they really, pick our defensive energy up, offensively getting out, getting stops, getting out in transition. And our bench has been good for us all year long. So I didn't know that, but, he is a big part of what we do off the bench.
Brandon said that he doesn't know what he's going to do offensively. And so how could the defense know? Wait, how many guys are like that at this level? Where, they just kind of have that free flowing.
Yeah, I don't know. I really can't answer that question, but like you said, he's not afraid. He's just going to play, and whatever the defense gives him, he's going to take it. And, a lot of times it's good to not know what you're going to do, because then you don't predetermine what you're going to do. You just go out and play.
You mentioned the non-PG minutes that Reggie played at the end of the third quarter being pivotal. How have you seen that unit kind of develop over the last couple of games, even dating back to the win streak? Because early on, it looked like they were kind of struggling to find their offensive rhythm. And now it looks like, they've kind of figured out their identity a little bit.
Yeah, I think finally found the rotation, which one of the starters or what two of the starters work well with the second unit. And we've been able to figure that out. And so, they got a good rhythm. They got a good flow. They know how they want to play. They know how to play and what they're looking for. So that's just good. We got to continue to keep building on it. All right. Thank you.
Recording